Well, hey guys, Dave here, and I'm just lounging in my pool. I go to work tonight around 10, so I got about 5 or 6 hours before I have to be at work. And as a nurse, I pay attention when I see articles come out talking about health. And there's 2 articles recently that I've seen that came out that I've been talking about this for years, but everybody believes that they know what they know, so they don't listen. And one of the articles that came out was a big study on supplements that shows that taking supplements does nothing for you. It actually can harm you. And then there was another article that showed a man, because vitamin D has become so popular since coronavirus started, he OD'd on vitamin D and almost died. And you can look up both. He was an Englishman. You can look that up. He was taking 50,000 units of vitamin D a day and almost killed himself accidentally. And then you can also look up the article that came out that says supplements do nothing. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is I have a lot of patients and I have a lot of people that ask me, what's the difference between supplements and real medication? Because when you take medication, that works. Why don't supplements work? Well, because what people don't understand about medications is all medications do is either help or hinder a natural process that the body already does. So for example, if you take a pain medication, all that pain medication does is it causes your brain to release more dopamine. Dopamine is already in your brain, but the pain medication causes the brain to release more dopamine. So since the brain already creates dopamine, releasing more of it can be triggered, and that's what takes the pain away. It's not the hydrocodone or the oxycodone that really affects you. It's the release of dopamine from the brain. And then, for example, medications like blood pressure medicines, like let's say you take lisinopril. So all these medications do is they're either a vasodilator or a vasoconstrictor, and the body already does that. So what that means is they cause the arteries or the vessels to either open up more or close down. They either open up so there's more blood flow, or they shut down so there's less blood flow. That's why if a person, for example, takes, like say for example, they're having their blood pressures through the roof, and they're going to take a medication to help bring that blood pressure down, when they take it, sometimes they'll get a really bad headache. And the reason they get this, especially if you take nitroglycerin, the reason you'll get a really bad headache is because what that medicine does is it causes the blood vessels to open up. So they're a vasodilator, and that blood starts really flowing through the vessels, and you get that headache. So that's the difference. When you take a supplement, all it does is goes into your, so after you swallow it, it goes down your stomach, it breaks down. And the problem is, since these are synthetics, synthetic vitamin C, synthetic vitamin D, whatever it is, calcium, whatever, the body, the way it absorbs it, it doesn't absorb it properly. So most of the time it just sends it to the liver to filtrate it, and then it goes to the kidneys and is exposed through the bladder, and then you urinate it out. The way the body needs to break down and get vitamins and minerals is through our food. Because when you eat and the food goes into your stomach, the acids in your stomach break it down, and then it goes into your lower intestines, and then the food sits there in your lower intestines because there's enzymes that break it down further. And then because this is something that's a natural process, then the small intestine absorbs those vitamins and minerals, and they are stored in the fat or go to parts of the body where they're needed. That's why, like for example, when you want vitamin D, you don't take a supplement, you go outside in the sun. And UV light, as soon as UV light hits the skin, your body starts making vitamin D. And that's why it's so easy to OD on vitamin D, because vitamin D is, and vitamin K as well, is stored really well in the fat cells. So, for example, like that man that was taking the supplement, it got so much in his fat cells that even after he stopped taking it, he still was experiencing the negative symptoms of the OD. So that's why it's so dangerous, because even when you stop taking the medication, it's not out of your body yet. And it's hard. That's why, like for example, marijuana is hard to get out of your system, because anything that's stored in the fat cells, it has to really be broken down before it's excreted from the body. That's what marijuana does. It's stored in the fat cells. So that's why it's so hard and why it takes so long to get THC out of your system. So that's why medications work and vitamins don't work. So when you go down to Walmart and you buy your Centrum from A to Zinc or whatever, you're just wasting your money. You're wasting your money. The best thing to do is, if you want vitamin C, drink orange juice or eat oranges. If you want vitamin K, you want potassium, you need calcium, eat cheese, drink milk, eat your leafy green vegetables. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get the nutrients and the minerals that you need. If you want vitamin D, go out into the sun and let the sun hit your skin, and you'll get all the vitamin D you need. And that's the truth. The pharmaceutical companies have perpetuated this lie on the people in order to make money. And the supplement industry is a I think I read that they make like $15 billion a year selling stupid supplements, And especially with coronavirus, there's been all these, snake oil salesmen that have come out and tried to sell whatever they can sell in order to make money. So if you're low on vitamin D, just go in the sun. If you need calcium, eat cheese or drink milk. Don't take a pill, because it's not going to help you. And so hopefully this has informed you a little bit and you'll make better decisions about your health. Thanks. Bye.